Hi guys, welcome back to Rock Fabulous 40s, and today I'm going to do a little bit of a different video. Today I'm going to be talking about game changers. Ooh, that doesn't look good. Today I'm going to be talking about game changers, and what I mean by game changers is tools or specific products that I use that have completely and totally changed my beauty game or makeup game. And I have a couple of things. There's not a whole lot here, but I do have a couple of things that I'm really enjoying that I really feel have upped my beauty game quite a bit. And I just want to go over them with you and let you guys know, how I'm feeling about these particular tools or products. So the first thing I'm going to start with is a couple of brushes. Now these are, I did a video on these not too long ago. I'll leave a link for it down below, but these are a couple of the new Moda prismatic brushes, and they are dirty because I have used them today actually. These guys right here, and I'm only showing you guys two of them that I'm considering my game changers. One is the big giant paddle brush, which I use for foundation, which I love. I'm able to just, sweep it on, and my foundation doesn't streak. It goes on very evenly. It covers nicely, so I'm really loving this brush. The other one that I feel is really a game changer for me is the little guy. This little guy right here, and yeah, he is very dirty. What I really like about him, and for you ladies that are in my age range that have a little bit of the under eye bagginess going on, along with the dark circles and the under eye wrinkles, you guys know it's very hard to place concealer under your eyes in a manner that does not accentuate the wrinkles, but at the same time also helps you disguise the bags and disguise the dark circles. This does that amazingly because the brush is so small. I can take the brush, dip it into my Benefit Erase Paste, angle my head down, and just kind of place it right here along the shadow of the bag to color correct those specific areas right here. I can also use it to blend the color corrector in a little bit. I also like to use my fingers to do that. But then I'll take this with the concealer as well, and I'll pick the concealer up on it. And same thing, I will place it exactly where I want it, because when you get into our age range, guys, and I'm 45, when you get into our age range and you start to see the wrinkles creeping out over here, the crow's feet, you don't want to get concealer all the way over here because it will sink into those fine lines and accentuate them more. So with this little guy, I can just take the concealer and I can put it right here, and it never makes its way across the outside of my eye to accentuate those wrinkles. So I place the concealer exactly where I want it. Then I can use my Beauty Blender and just kind of blend it in, and I really love the result I get from it. So this is game changer number 2 here. Alright, next game changer is makeup sponges. Makeup sponges have been, I feel, they have progressed so much over the years. Do you guys remember the little the little triangle makeup sponges? They still have them, but back in the day, back when I was in high school, I used to use those triangular makeup sponges, not wet, just dry sponges, to smear foundation all over my face. And my foundation always looked blotchy and smeary and just didn't look good. But back then I didn't know any better. But as time went on, the makeup sponge has just grown so much and just has, what's the word I'm looking for? It just has become so much better. So nowadays you've got makeup sponges such as the Beauty Blender, which is one of the best out there, but it's, it's $20 for this guy right here, and I love the original Beauty Blender. Now this is dry, so it's not big and puffed up. But then Real Techniques, and my Real Techniques is also dirty because I used it yesterday and didn't wash it, but they also have the Real Techniques, and again this is dry, so he's not real puffed up either. The Real Techniques is pretty dang close to the Beauty Blender. And then another one that I really like is from Ulta, the little Ulta sponge, and again this is, as I'm dropping it, this is also dry, but it's really pretty comparable to the Real Techniques one. I really like the Ulta one. It's nice and soft and squishy. Real Techniques also came out with the smaller sponges like this, which I love for concealer because the little point fits perfectly right here, or you can use this end and it fits perfectly right in there as well. So I really love the little Real Techniques guy here, and I don't remember what this one is called. And then here just recently, I found these little guys here. I know, sorry, there we go. Found these little guys here at Walmart. Now these are the Equate sponges, and I wanted to give these a shot. Let me open them so I could compare them to the original Beauty Blender because they look just like the original Beauty Blender. Hold on, let me pull one out here. Now this guy he's purple because they do have a purple one and a pink one. He's purple. He looks just like the original Beauty Blender. He might be just a tad bit bigger, but not much. The original Beauty Blender is a little bit softer, but this isn't bad at all. And then I have this one, which is the same exact Equate one. I just used it today, so it's wet and puffed up and big. Look at that. Okay, so this is the original Beauty Blender. This is the Equate one. The Equate one dry. Okay, that's the Equate one dry. This is the Equate one wet, puffed up. Sorry, he's dirty. Let me turn him around here. So, I mean, he puffs up quite a bit and he gets really soft and really squishy. He is a little bit harder than the original Beauty Blender, but not by much. And he applies the makeup beautifully. And he comes in like the pack of 3, which I just showed you guys. The pack of 3 has got the smaller sized ones that you can actually use to get right up under the eye, or the larger sized one, which you can use that puffs up about this big as, you know, foundation. But the nice thing about it is when you buy it in a single, which I bought this one in a single, he was only $3 at Walmart. In the trio, with all 3 of them, like that, you get the normal size one and then the 2 like medium ones, he was $5 for the trio. And guys, these are really, really nice sponges. I'm not going to lie. These are pretty nice and they feel pretty comparable. Like I said, not quite as soft, but pretty freaking comparable to the original Beauty Blender. So I'm actually really happy with these Equate guys. Alright, so that is also, in my mind, a game changer because instead of spending $20 for the Equate or even $6 for the Real Techniques, which isn't much, and I love the Real Techniques, the Equate one's only $3. So, game changer right there. Alright, the next game changer in my arsenal is the e.l.f. Makeup Remover Pen. This guy right here. What I love about this guy is and he's just a pen that's got makeup remover in him. It's a felt tip, and he's got some black on him here. I do need to clean him off. But what I really like about this guy is if I'm trying to do my winged eyeliner, which I am horrible at winged eyeliner. When I'm trying to do some winged eyeliner, if I mess up, I can actually use this to fix it without removing the rest of my makeup on underneath. It just fixes the liner, which is amazing. So this guy, he's like $3 from e.l.f. and he's just an amazing tool. Okay, my next game changer, and he's also a little dirty because I use him quite a bit, is also from e.l.f. and it's this guy right here. This is called the Mascara and Shadow Shield. Now, you guys know some of those eyeshadows that you guys wear have a lot of fallout. Some of the ones I wear have a ton of fallout. So I'm able to take this and stick it right there and catch all the fallout as I'm applying my shadow and not have to worry about messing up the rest of my makeup and not have to worry about, like I have shadow shields that actually stick under your eye and not having to worry about having the stickiness under my eyes that peel away and then peel off my makeup underneath. This, you just kind of hold it there and then you can just apply your shadow and it catches all of the fallout. So what's really nice also about this guy is it can help you with your winged liner. So if I flip it this way and just position it perfectly right there, I can actually trace out a pretty decent wing right there with this guy. So it's really nice. I can trace out a wing. I can also apply my shadow and have it stop right here at this point so I'm not having shadow droop down. And this guy, he was $3 from e.l.f. and I picked him up at Walmart. So, you know, just really soft, rubbery, just a really, really nice tool here. So here's another game changer for me. Alright, then I have this little guy here, and I'm sure we have all seen these guys right here. This is an eyelash applicator tool. It's all I know to call it, an eyelash applicator tool. I love this guy because it helps me actually apply my lashes. I can put the lashes in here and apply my lashes really, really close to the lash line. Because you see how that just kind of fits right into that lash line? And it applies my lashes really, really close to the lash line, and I can get my lashes on without them popping up or missing the lash line or going up onto my lid, this has been a really, really nice tool to have for applying those lashes. So it takes a little getting used to, but once you get used to using it, well, for me, it's a game changer. All right, then one of my biggest game changers of life here. This is new, and I showed this in a haul. I don't know if the haul is up yet or not. If it's not, it will be up soon. But one of my biggest game changers of life right now is this guy. Now, let me get him really, really close. I mean, from here, he just looks like a Real Technique sponge. Let me get him really, really close here. Do you guys see the porousness in this guy? And he's small right now because he's dry. He dries really quick, actually. Well, what this is this is the Real Technique's Miracle Cleansing Sponge. And he's really porous, and he almost looks like he's got the texture of one of those old school Buff Puffs. Now, the old school Buff Puffs were really, really rough on the skin. I remember being a teenager and having issues with acne, and I had a doctor tell me to use Dove bar soap and a Buff Puff to cleanse my skin, and that Buff Puff was so scratchy and just really irritated my skin, and I think made the acne worse. The texture on it kind of reminds me of that Buff Puff, but it's so much softer. And what you do is you run it under water and get it to poof up, just like your makeup sponges, it poofs up. You apply your soap to your skin, your cleanser to your skin, and you take this little guy and you go in circular motions all over your skin. And it's a soft exfoliant, but it does exfoliate. It gets every last bit of makeup off, and it's just wonderful. And then you just run it under water and clean it up, and there you go. And it's reusable over and over and over again. Now, one of the things that I like to do is, because I don't want to just set him on my bathroom counter and just let him just kind of hang there, I have these little tiny little red Solo cups here, and you'll notice I poked little holes in the little Solo cup. So what I do is when he's wet, I'll sit the cup on my counter and put him inside the cup like this so he can dry, and the little holes let the air get to the sponge, so I don't have to worry about the sponge ever mildewing or anything like that. And then I don't have to lay him on my counter. He can just sit in the cup like that. Works out great. So this has been a major, major game changer. This keeps me from having to dig my Clarisonic out every single night. And yes, I like my Clarisonic, but I feel that this is a little even more mild than the Clarisonic, but still does as good as a job as the Clarisonic does. So this is one of my biggest game changers right here. And he was like $5, maybe $6 at Walmart from Real Techniques. Next game changer, I've got 2 more things here, actually 3 more things here to discuss. This e.l.f. lip exfoliator right here. I used to have the original e.l.f. lip exfoliator, which I do like, but it's got big giant granules and it's really, really, really rough. The newer ones, I've used this one quite a bit. The newer ones, the granulars are much smaller, and I feel give a better exfoliation to the lips without actually hurting, if that makes sense. And I use this every single night after I cleanse and wash and cleanse my face and do my whole skin treatment. I do this. I rub it on for about a minute, wipe it off, and then I put a really nice balm over the top and go to bed. And this has been doing amazing wonders to my lips. So, like I said, game changer right here. Another game changer that I'm adding into my arsenal is facial oil. Now, one would never think that if you have oil prone, which my skin's not really oil prone, I'm more dry with oily spots here and there, but one would think if you have oil prone skin, or if you have acne prone skin, or if you have very sensitive skin, that you wouldn't want to put oil on your skin. But I've been using the Clinique treatment oil for quite some time, and guys, I am sorry if you can hear that noise downstairs. My husband is making me nuts with his power tools. Anyways, and then I also have the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil, this little guy right here. And the little dropper doesn't come on the primer oil sample, which is what this guy is. I took the little dropper from one of my Stila Magnificent Metal things that I don't ever use. So anyway, so this little primer oil, what I like to do with him and why he is a game changer is because I will take my foundation and put a drop of oil in my foundation and mix it up in my hand before I apply it to my skin, and it makes my foundation look so natural and so skin-like, and I really enjoy how my foundation applies when I put a drop of oil in my foundation. So that has been also a game changer. So I'll use this Smashbox oil. I'll also use sometimes my Clinique treatment oil and put a drop of that in my foundation as well. Love it. All right, last but not least, game changer. Major game changer, and I've been using this now for over a year and I love it. This guy right here. Now this is from Real Techniques. He was about $7 or $8, I believe. Like I said, I've had him for about a year, and he's got a little handle back here, and what he is, he's a brush cleaner. Put your little hand back here. Okay, you take your brush, you get your brush wet underwater, you put some soap in here, and you scrub your brush. It's got big scrubbies, medium scrubbies, little scrubbies. You scrub your brush all around and it cleans your brush like nobody's business. Now, they've had these guys out for a while. I know Sigma made a little glove that you could wear. Sigma also had the one you could put down as a mat in your sink to clean your brushes. Now they've got these little tiny ones that just stick on the tips of your fingers that you can pick up at TJ Maxx or Ross. You can find them all over the place, and they've got the little scrubbies that you can scrub your brush on. But these little brush scrubby things, and I'm not saying necessarily the Real Techniques ones, but these little brush scrubby things are game-changing tools, because my brushes have never been so clean or as clean as they do when I use a scrubby, and my brushes just remain clean, well, unless I just use them like this. But this is a definite game changer when it comes to cleaning brushes. Alright guys, well, I tried to make this really quick and just show you guys my game-changing tools and why they're game changers to me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, give it a big thumbs up. Also guys, let me know in the comments down below if you have any game-changing tools and why those tools have changed your beauty game. Let me know. Leave those comments down there, because I want to know what you guys think and what you guys have for your favorite game-changing tools, because I might have to try some of those myself. Anyways, guys, you can look me up on my website at www.rockfabulousonline.com. You can look me up on Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, all under rockfabulous40s. And guys, don't forget to hit subscribe down there somewhere. And you too can rock your fabulous 40s, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.